We have gone through one full round here in the 2030 NBA playoffs, and through that first round, in each conference, the 1, 2, 5, and 6 seeds have all moved on. So the top 2 teams in each conference win their series, and then a couple of upsets for the 5 and 6 seeds as well over the 4 and 3 seeds. One of which was the Cleveland Cavaliers sweeping the Detroit Pistons, who have won the last 2 NBA titles. So we're going to have a different champion this year. There is not going to be a second different team three-peating, because in the first 3 seasons it was the Mavericks, the last 2 it's been the Pistons, and now we're going to have a completely different champion, especially if we can beat the Mavericks here in round number 2. And we do have an advantage in this series, not only based on the overalls for our team. We have a way better roster in general than Dallas does, but they're also very injured. 3 of their starting players, one of which has been one of their best offensive players in the playoffs so far, are hurt. Sohan is day-to-day with a sore right hamstring, but is going to play through it. Kyrie is going to play through right shoulder tendonitis. And then Keegan Murray is going to have to play through left shin splints. So there's not going to be like a major impact really to Sohan and Murray, at least ratings-wise. But for Kyrie, he is going to take a little bit of a dip here because of the right shoulder injury. So I would expect us to most likely sweep the Mavericks if none of these 3 players can recover by series end. But if they do, they beat the Utah Jazz, which we could not do a year ago. So I think it's a different team than we're used to for Dallas, but still a team that can give us some problems. But I think based on how we've played back in the first round and how good our roster is, we should expect to win this series pretty handily. And we do see that before game 1 even starts, one of their players is back to full health. Jeremy Sohan has recovered from his injury. He's going to be fully healthy. So that's at least a good sign, because I do want to play this Dallas team at full health. I want both teams to be at their very best. So can Dallas put together another playoff upset? They almost allowed a huge comeback from Utah, but they won Game 7. They're a battle-tested team, and we have seen at least 4 previous games against this squad be very, very close and come right down to the wire, including a couple of overtime games. Mavericks, Aztecs coming up right now. Who can set the tone in Game 1? Tip-off is won by Kylan Moore, and here we go. I plan to go through at least the first 2 games here in this episode, but perhaps Game 3 if Game 2 goes by quickly, as the first shot of the day is up from Kylan Moore, but no good. He'll be matched up against Derek Lively for most of this game. And we'll see Herbert Jones have a matchup against Kyrie Irving as Jarris Walker picks up our first block of the afternoon. Irving blocked by Jones, and we get the rebounds. Great defensive start to this one. Now can we find the basket? David Dennis throws it up and in, and I thought he had a quiet game back in Game 4 against the Warriors, but he actually played pretty well at 15 points. Shot the ball 5 for 9 from the field, so not as quiet as I initially thought. Now we got Kyrie against David Dennis here. And he turns the ball over. Jarris Walker, now a steal and a block. Cobb's open on the other end, but can't knock it down. That one's got to go next time. Sohan scores off the window, and that will open things up for Dallas. Low block, good spin move. Kylan Moore goes to work early on and has his first points. Behind the arc, and Sohan buries the triple. Cobb, great pass on the cut to Jarris Walker. And a good start for the offense so far. Kyrie leaves it for Keegan Murray, and his 3 is up and out. So again, Kyrie and Murray both slightly shaken up entering this game. Kylan Moore with the offensive rebound and putback, and the Mavericks will use their first timeouts. Look at the field goal percentage here in the playoffs for Jarris Walker. Number 1 by a mile at 74%. That's how good he's been. And we can go back to that $30 million a year contract that we gave him in the offseason and probably say that so far I think it's been working out. Murray tries again from downtown, and this time is online, despite a really solid shot contest by John Cobb, which is going to be a very different matchup, I think, for Cobb. A guy that's a little bit taller, a bit slimmer, and can really stretch the floor. This shot for Cobb is up and in off the backboard. And that's a bad pass by Lively. Jones right there to cut it off. Cross-court pass to Kylan Moore for the corner three, which he buries. And now another steal for Jones. This time he picks Sohan's pocket. He'll take it himself and draw the foul against the former Aztec Lonzo Ball. Loving our defense so far. Already a pair of blocks, a couple of steals. We're playing hard out there, and it's led to more offense. Both free throws are good from Herb Jones, and we lead by 7 early on. Pumped inside. Murray goes up. That's a really tough shot. Good paint defense by Cobb. Now Moore will take it himself on the other end, but he can't finish at the hoop. Lively comes over, sets the screen, gets the ball off the pick and roll and scores. Up ahead, quick pass to Jarris Walker, and he throws it down. Shot clock under 5 for Dallas. Lively blocked from behind by Kylan Moore. Make it 6 stocks for the team so far in the first 5 minutes and change. Now Moore wants it here in the high post. He's going to go to work. Fading away, just off the mark. And now they lob it up to Lively for his second field goal, assisted by Alonzo. Lively has scored less and shot the ball worse here in the playoffs against the regular season numbers. But it's still been solid, but has only averaged like 6 rebounds a game, which is not a lot for a starting center that is 7'1". Couple of screens set up Kyrie for a 3-point shot, but he can't knock it down. Slow start for him. He's only 0 for 2, has not really had a good look so far. Here is a pick and roll with Jones and Moore. Jones turns the ball over off a bad pass. Lonzo will lead the charge and draw the foul on the fast break. First free throw for Ball. Up and in there. Couple of bench players come in for Mexico City, including Christie, Dylan Young, and Mark Williams, as Dennis and Moore will stay out there for now. Couple of crossover moves here from Kylan Moore. He gets it back, fires a 3 again, and cashes in. 2 for 2 from downtown. What I'm saying, man, and what I've been saying is that imagine once he can actually hit these shots every game. It's going to be a completely different offense for this team. They're going to have to respect his jump shot a lot more these next couple of seasons. Good pass, Dylan Young scores on his first touch. Screen set. Downhill, Lonzo can't knock it down. We got a mismatch somewhere. Kyrie guarding Kylan Moore here right now. Dennis finds space, can't knock it down. Moore's on the glass, and the Aztecs can reset the offense. Another screen set. This time Williams rolls, is blocked from behind by Lonzo, gets it back, and the third try will go in. Lonzo trying to get by Dennis, but it's been a physical defensive start for the Aztecs, and that shot's blocked again. Holy cow, we're coming out swinging. Dylan Young again for 2. He's got 4 points. And if Dallas cannot box us out on either end, they're going to have a really tough time. We've already got 11 boards. They only have 5. We lead by 9 points here in the first quarter. Still plenty of basketball left to play, but somebody's got to step up here. Maybe it's Keegan Murray's time. He's played well so far in the playoffs, 23 points per game. and has shot the ball at a 50% clip. Could he be the star for them here in this series? Moore goes up and has it denied. Tries again, and Lively makes a nice stand down low. Downhill, and Sohan blows by Dennis for the deuce. He's got 10 points on 4 for 5 shooting, and that is pretty much half their points. Inbound to Herbert Jones. He's wide open in the corner, but cannot take advantage. Downhill, physical drive. The bucket won't go, but it will be a foul against Jarris Walker. The free throws on the way for Keegan Murray. The front end is good. Dallas has climbed all the way back in. It's not really a big deficit being down by 9, but it's now down to 3 with about 2 to go here in the first quarter. Off-ball screen set. Cobb's open from downtown and connects. Good pass by Ellis. Christie got there late on Kyrie. Those might be his first points. Walker the screen. Christie throws it up, and Murray goes up and gets it back for the Mavericks. They trail by 4. A bucket here could close it to 2 or 1 points. Now Irving looks to isolate against Cam Christie. Picks up his dribble. Good defense that time. Screen comes up. Murray fires. In and out. Here's Cobb finding room. Not going to go this time, though. Mavericks could go 2 for 1 here if they go quick, but they won't. Irving is open, though, from downtown, and he's off to a 1 for 4, 1 for 5 starts. 1 for 4, it looks like. And we can save for the final shot of the first quarter here in Game 1. What do we call on? It's Christie driving and scoring. He's going to draw the foul as well. 1.8 on the clock. And the free throw from Christie is on the money. And we lead 32-25 after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Dallas will start with the ball here in the second quarter. They trail by 7. It's been a slow start for Kyrie Irving. We've seen Murray and Sohan have a couple of shots drop in, and Sohan's been the most efficient player, but if Murray gets going, it'll be a much closer game, and especially if Kyrie can find his shot, it's going to turn into a battle, but right now, we have been the better team. Kylan Moore, physical drive! That's what I'm talking about, man. He is become such a fantastic player. I love seeing him develop. Open 3, though, for DeAndre Hunter, and he makes no mistake. Eyeball screen, downhill, pick and roll, work to perfection. Another three-pointer on the way from Hunter. This time it's offline. Mark Williams pulls down the miss. I don't think they've had a single offensive rebound this game, but they will get the ball back after a turnover. Irving gets the handoff, pulls up, and finally gets a jumper to fall. Will that open the floodgates for his offense? Christie, good penetration, really tough shot. Good help defense by Mitchell Robinson that time. Hunter steps into a 3 on the other end, but can't connect. Let's attack this mismatch with Hunter guarding Kylan Moore. Or don't. Cobb has to jack it up, and it just misses. Ellis pulls down the rebound. Hunter downhill, and a little bit too strong off the window. Offense trying to push the tempo, and Cobb drills it from downtown, and the Mavericks will call out another timeout, trailing by 9. Deuce McBride on the court now for Dallas as he will pass Hunter into a foul. That's the first against Kylan Moore here in game 1. Hunter shot 94% at the line in the regular season this year, and he goes 2 for 2 in this pair. Off the screen, Cobb tries another triple and rattles it home again. Kyrie against Jones. Time counting down. Irving has to make a move. The shot is no good. In and out. Off the backboard. 19 boards for us, only 10 for Dallas. David Dennis at the rim. We've had really good scoring inside the paints. We've had at least 5 different players score at the rim. Usually not the case this early on, and we have scored from all 3 levels so far. Loving the offense. Trying to spread the floor, make things difficult for the Mavericks. That's a really good drive, though, by Hunter. Cobb, catch and shoot 3. That one misses. DeAndre Hunter steps into a 3. That one is off the back iron and out. Mark Williams with his second or third rebound and the 20th for the Aztecs here in this game. That is a tough shot. No good, but Mark Williams is there to track it down and keep it alive with Mexico City. Cobb looks to take Kyrie down low. Draws a double. Jones, guarded by Alonzo, has to force it. It's offline. Here we go, a classic matchup. Irving against Cobb, driving and scoring. Yeah, that's not usually a good matchup for us. Dennis fires and sticks it. Screen set for Murray. His 3. Not able to respond. Cobb looks to drive it and score! What a drive and slam! Under the basket, readjusting and throwing it down. I love it. Off-ball screen set. Murray with the triple. Just cannot find his offensive stroke right now. Chrissy, is open in the corner. Williams tracks it down, but can't put it back in. The third chance will go. I mean, if they can't box us out, what do they think is going to happen? We are the best shooting team so far in the playoffs. You cannot give us chance after chance. Here's Sohan, contested, and it's absolutely money. Wide open again, and Cobb drills another one. 16 points, 11 so far here in the second quarter, and still over 4 minutes left to play until the break. Good pass, Murray cuts and jams. It's a play again for Cobb. Just keeping him firing from downtown. That time it's offline. Lonzo pulls the trigger. That 3 is not going to go. Christie, not on the same page as Dennis that time. He turns it over. Kyrie on the other end. No good, but Lively's right there to flush it back home. Good pass, and Cobb can't lease it from deep. Rebound pulled in by Jeremy Sohan. Keegan Murray steps back and finally gets a 3 to drop in. It'll close our lead to single digits once again. It's 54-46. We stave off a little comeback here before halftime. Good pump fake. Cobb blocked by Sohan. Christie tracks it down, finds Cobb for the open 3, and that's how you do it. Another play setting up a 3 for Murray. But that last 3, I guess, could establish his shot here. Still has to find it. Cobb keeps taking good looks. Moore keeps getting offensive rebounds and putting them back in. Eyeball screen set for Ellis. Sohan, catch and shoot 3. It won't drop in. Down low, Jarris Walker picks up his dribble and still scores. They just have no answer for this offense. It feels like every player for us is playing well right now. Sohan tries again from the other side of the court, and this time connects. Another open three for Cobb. It just keeps coming. He keeps pouring it on. He's already taken 17 shots here in the first half. Holy cow. They lob it up, and Lively goes up and gets it. What a pass by Lonzo Ball. Good cut. Cobb reverses and jams. 24 points for the small forward. Sohan, baseline, back to Lonzo. Ellis is going to have to fire this shot. It's contested by Young, and it still goes in. The Mavericks could really use that shot. And we'll save for the final look here to end the first half. Cobb's got it, steps into a three. Can't knock it down, though, and we will lead by 12 at the break, 66-54. The offense has been electric. All right, start of the second half, and what a first half it was. We looked great. We had a great defensive start. It's kind of gone away since then. I think the Mavericks have played a whole lot better since the first couple of minutes. And Sohan has been their best player by a mile, 18 points, has only missed a couple of shots all game long. We've seen John Cobb get chance after chance to add on to his score tally. Here's one more, and he takes advantage, just like he did in almost every chance back in the first half. We've seen Kylan Moore play very well on both ends. Jarris Walker has been great. Nobody has played bad for us at all so far here in game one. Murray still cannot get it going, though, on the offensive end for Dallas. Dennis into a shot and an out. That's a tough shot, and Sohan this time can't connect. Good pass. Kylan Moore drives, nearly got the and one. Couple of free throws on the way for him. What do we think his nickname should be? I saw somewhere that Kylan translates to the cold in some language. I'm not even sure what language that was, but there's some kind of translation there. But like somebody said it in the comments of last episode, he's got the body of Prime Shaq, the movement of Giannis, and some other thing about Anthony Davis. So he can really do it all. He's like the perfect build for a franchise cornerstone center. Gotta find the right nickname for him. Here's Herb Jones off the pass from Cobb. And how has he been so far in the playoffs? He's only made one shot so far here in this game, but I feel like he shot the ball very well. He's picked his spots carefully and has played some good defense too. Screen comes up from Lively. Sohan finds him on the roll. Kicked back out to Lonzo. And that was one of the weirdest shots I have ever seen. And it's no good. Driving and fouls. It's the first on Murray. Puts Cobb at the line for a pair of free throws. Front end is up and good. Cobb had his worst playoff game of this playoff run in Game 4 against... who was it? How do I already forget? The Warriors. And so far is having his best playoff game, I think, here in this one. The three is launched, but no good. Moore tracks it down. Another offensive rebound. Lively is having his hands completely full on the glass. And now Sohan's called for another foul. The third already on Dallas here in the quarter. First one will go for Jarris Walker. A trustworthy free throw shooter. He goes 2 for 2. Irving with it. Blocked by Jones for a second time. Kyrie has had a rough game so far. So is Lonzo Ball. He's only 0 for 4. Has yet to hit a field goal. Moore over 2 defenders. Got it to go. Loaded to Lonzo. There's his first shot of the night. Mavericks only shooting 46%. We have shot 53%. We've just been so good on offense. It's hard to slow us down. That shot's blocked, though, by Murray. And Dallas has numbers. Murray attacks the basket and scores through the contact. Cobb tries again from the mid-range this time. Won't go. That's tipped out by Lively. Up to Keegan Murray for the transition three. They've closed our gap from 20 all the way back to 13 points in the blink of an eye. Screens off ball. Setting up for Cobb. And he turns it over. Murray jars it loose and steals it. We nearly get it back. Good outlet pass. Back to Lonzo inside. Walker is right there. And Lonzo ends up drawing the foul. Dallas is clawing their way back in this game. The first one is up and good. And Lonzo hits both. Inside the paints. Kylan Moore picks up his dribble and has his shot deflected by Lively. Dallas playing some really good defense the last couple of trips down. And it's led to this little run. And now we fail to steal it, and it's back to a single-digit game. Dennis throws it up. The tip won't go for Jarris Walker. The offense has gone cold for Mexico City. And it's no secret that in today's NBA, 20-point leads are never safe. And we're seeing this here play out. If a bucket goes here, we could be in some trouble. Lonzo steps back, and it's a little bit off the mark. Up to Cobb. He wants to push it. Dennis nearly got the and one. Coach Kidd not happy with the foul call, but it was the right call. The front ends, silky smooth from Dennis. And he hits both. Good pass as Murray cuts and throws it down. The Dallas offense has really come to life the last 3 or so minutes. We get a spark here. Cobb against Hunter. Looks to drive it. And he got it to go. A tough take right there for Cobb. 5 first quarter points, 19 there in the second, 6 so far here in this half. And off to a three-pointer for Kyrie Irving. But until he gets going, it's going to be a really tough game, I think, for the Mavericks to come out on top. But if he starts to hit his shots, it'll be a much closer game. Moore over 2 defenders again. Got his own miss back. They just cannot get defensive rebounds. Christie with space. Nails it. Hunter, the triple. That one, it just swims out. Unlucky. Mismatch inside. Kylan Moore calls for the ball. Double team comes, but it's 2 smaller defenders. It has no effect. He's got 20 plus. Cobb's got 30 right now. Our 2 stars are playing lights out. Screen comes up. Irving tries again from downtown. This time connects. Double screens off ball, and it's a personal foul on DeAndre Hunter, which will put us at the line and put us in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. Costly mistake right there. And the free throws for Mark Williams are good. Hunter, a few feet behind the line, laces it from deep. Little isolation here for Dylan Young against DeAndre Hunter. That's a really tough matchup. He's a really good on-ball defender. And the shot's no good. Now he fires on the other end, but it's off. Now Young's open from downtown. I thought he had that one for sure. Another open look. Hunter off the back iron. Pick and roll here with Young and Williams. That's a fantastic pass. Same play as last time for Hunter. Same spots, same results. Dylan Young drives, lays it in, and draws the foul. Look at the strength on Dylan Young. When he gets going downhill, anything can happen. The free throw is perfect. Off the screen. Hunter whipped inside to Murray. Left it short. Gets it back. Tries a second time. And Jarris Walker pulls down the rebounds. Young floats it to Kylan Moore. Missed it. Gets it back. Finds Cobb for the open three. But it won't go. The Mavericks have brought in Kyra Lewis Jr. off their bench to look for an offensive spark, and he will give it to them with the finish. Screen comes up. Cobb back to Moore. The two-man game works again. And our stars are playing like stars right now, that's for damn sure. 95-79. Still a whole quarter left to play. As Dallas have one last run in them to make their way back in. That's a huge shot, I think, to close the third quarter. And we lead by 13 points with 12 left to go. All right, the fourth quarter has begun. Aztecs have the ball. Cobb increases our lead to 16 points. Inside, Mitchell Robinson gonna have to go up, and he scores. Off the screen, Jarris Walker whips it inside. Mark Williams trying to get around Robinson and finds the space to score. He's got 10. Kyrie Irving, tough shot over Christie. We have played great defense on him so far in this one. Cobb throws it up to Jarris Walker. Perfectly placed. Here's Talen Horton-Tucker. First time in the game for him, and his first shot is up and out. We lead by 18 points. And if we start to pull away here soon, we're going to just show the highlights the rest of the way. Mark Williams, double down low. Finds Cobb. Good recovery by the Dallas defense. Cobb hands it off. Walker has to fire off the grenade and can't knock it down. Behind the arc. Horton-Tucker, no good. Ellis, second chance, drills it. Cobb drives and draws the foul. It's going to go against Ellis. 33 on the night for Cobb. He's taken 18 three-pointers. I love the volume here against a team that is letting him take those shots. Not really sure why. He's a dangerous player, but they have yet to make their right adjustments to defend him well. And that's going to be a turnover against Mitchell Robinson for a bad screen. Kylan Moore steps back. Shot's not going to go. Irving fires off the feed from Lonzo and still just cannot get his jump shot going here. Dennis for three. Offline. Pulled down by Ellis. Hunter drives it and scores, plus the foul against Cam Christie. Hunter's taken a lot of shots here in the second half, and it's been, as you would imagine here in the game of basketball, very hit or miss, but it's kind of worked. Gotta have somebody else step up until Murray or Kyrie can get their shot to fall. The three for Kylan Moore is good again. Is he 3 for 3 here in the game? This is crazy. Hunter reverses, left it short, and we track down the loose ball. Little pick and roll at the bigs now, and they still can't defend it. Man, we look so good right now. Almost stole it. Two defenders collapse on Robinson, leaving Hunter open for the deuce. Good pass. Christie blocked violently by Robinson. Good Lord. Hunter at the line now for a pair of free throws. The third foul against Kylan Moore. Hunter knocks down the front ends. And the back end gives him 20 points on the night, I think most of which have come here in the second half. Good screen set by Kylan Moore. Rolls inside. Lively, too late to react to it. I'm going to be honest. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here, but this feels like a championship team right here. We're playing great. Even when a star player has an off game like Cobb did back in Game 4, we still blew out the Warriors. Our offense has been elite in every game so far that we've jumped in for. We have just been fantastic in almost every category. Kylan Moore drives inside and scores. I mean, look at how he's playing, man. Who can stop him? The three finally drops in for Kyrie. This is the second three-pointer that's been online so far in the game. But they might be out of time here. Less than 6 to play. And we lead by 18 points. The three from Hunter won't go. Good pass. Jones cuts and throws it down. Kyrie blows by Jones, but is met by the wall of Kylan Moore and cannot finish the play. Just great defense. He's a great help defender. Calling for it down low now against Lively. Shrugs him off and scores. Look at the physicality, man. I will never get tired of watching this guy post up down low. And the Aztecs put together a fantastic offensive display en route to a 24-point Game 1 victory. And we lead this quarterfinal series 1-0. And Dallas has an uphill climb because there are a lot of things they could have done better here in this one. 130 points for Mexico City. What a game. What a performance by this team, man. Everybody played their role pretty much perfectly. Cobb drops 40, 5 and 7, and shoots 50% from the field. Took 19 threes, knocks down almost half of them. But we are seeing one of our young players blossom here in the playoffs, just like a year ago. He's been great in the playoffs, especially last year and especially this year. 33 and 22 here in Game 1. He goes 14 for 24. And how about Herb Jones? Playing his role to absolute perfection. 8 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals, and blocks. And he shot the ball. Not, great, but still hit a couple of key shots in the game. And he really made life difficult for Kyrie Irving, who only shoots 5 for 17. What a win. We shot 55%, only missed 1 free throw. We were great from downtown and really controlled the paint. We had 13 second chance points. We had just such an edge on the glass. Like, if Dallas cannot get their rebound stuff together, they're gonna lose the series in pretty embarrassing fashion, because that last game, that game right there that we just watched, I mean, they had no chance with how they were failing to box out time and time again. But now we have Game 2, and Kyrie and Murray are still both slightly injured, but are getting healthier. Sohan, of course, at full health, like he was in Game 1. And it's a very back-and-forth start to the first quarter, and Dallas is actually trying to pull ahead here in the first half. Could have another really close battle here like we have in years past against this team. Good third quarter brewing here for the Aztecs, trying to establish a solid lead here, but Dallas is not really going away. Entering the fourth quarter, we have a tight battle unfolding here. Let's watch the last 4 minutes as we lead 108 to 101, trying to take a 2-0 lead in the series. Aztecs have the ball up by 7 points here at home in Game 2. Dallas has made it a much tighter game than the opening game of the series. Cobb steps back and nails it from the elbow. What a shot. He's got only 13 points here in this game and has shot the ball pretty poorly. I wonder who else is playing well here in this game with him not having his best performance. Third foul against Kylan Moore here. Puts Lonzo Ball at the line for a pair of free throws, the first of which will fall. Back end for Lonzo. No good. Dennis drives. It has it deflected off the backboard by Derek Lively II. Lonzo leads the fast break and nails the pull-up. Moore wants it, throws it up quickly, gets it back for a second chance. And this is just right off the back of what I was saying after Game 1. If they can't box out and they keep allowing us to get these second and third chance looks, how do they really think they're going to win the series? Dennis spins and is a little bit too strong off the window. 8-point game. Dallas still has a chance, but time not exactly on their side here. Murray steps back, creates some room, but can't finish, and it's tipped up and in. I think that'll count as Lively's points.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Screen set, Jarris Walker into a three, offline. And a bucket here could make it a 2-score game, or a 1-score game if they hit a three. Murray drives, blocked out of bounds by Jarris Walker. Mavericks gotta find a good look here if they want a chance to win this game. Murray contested, left it short. Under 90 seconds left to go. A bucket here might put this game on ice. Moore gets it. Double team comes. And we almost turn the ball over. Great hustle by Dennis to corral it. And Kylan Moore draws the foul against Jeremy Sohan. MVP chance for Kylan Moore once again, having a fantastic game. 34 points and 13 rebounds. This free throw gives him 35. Keegan Murray from the elbow, missed it. Jarris Walker pulls it down. And this game is probably over now. We'll tack on a few more points though for Kylan Moore. And that will definitely put this game away. And the Aztecs take a 2-0 series lead. They once again win their home games to open up a playoff series here in the 2030 NBA playoffs. And Dallas has a must-win game coming up on their home courts. 118 to 108, your final score as Kylan Moore continues to play amazing basketball. I gotta see his recent games here in the playoffs. Look at his last 4 and 5 out of his last 6 games. He has been absolutely on a tear. The last 2 games against Golden State and these last 2 games against Dallas, I mean, he is just going bananas right now. 37 and 13. Dennis drops in 22 points on very efficient scoring. Jarris Walker again plays very well. A double-double, goes 6 for 9. And pretty much the rest of our team picked up Cobb's slack and his missed shots. Kyrie drops 25 points here in this game, but now it was DeAndre Hunter and Murray and even Sohan not really playing all too well. The Dallas Mavericks have yet to figure things out on the offensive end, and until they do, it's going to be really tough to win a game against an Aztecs team that is playing at the top of their game right now in the playoffs. All that being said, if Dallas can't win Game 3, then they're definitely done. Their year is going to be over. They have to win this game, and just like back in Game 2, they're giving us a real fight here. And right now, they are about to beat us by 20-plus points. Dallas making a statement here in Game 3, and they are going to hold on to win despite a strong fourth quarter by the Aztecs. And so despite 47 fourth quarter points by the Aztecs, we still fall by only 4. Our comeback falls short, and it's because a lot of Mavericks players stepped up at the same time this game. Murray drops in 37. Hunter drops in 25. Kyrie drops in 24. 26 for Walker, 24 for Conmore, 21 for Cobb. But it was too little too late for the offense. They had a rough first half. Could not really get things back on track until late in the ball game, and by that point, the Mavericks were up by too much for us to come back from. So the Mavericks now, with Game 4 next episode, have a real chance to make this series a lot more interesting. We'll find out what happens in Part 2 next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day.